Welcome back, friends in YouTube. Aaron from Killer Concepts Global here. Gonna go ahead and go over my Meps process and a few tips that you may want to know if you're thinking about enlisting. I have my cheat sheet here. It was a long day. Couldn't remember every little detail, but for the most part, personally, we woke up at about 4:30. We reported in at 5. We had breakfast. Once again, your individual military branch will provide all expenses for the hotel room, for the breakfast, for the dinner, etc. After that, we were shuttled to the Meps Center. We went through a bag and body security check, which was done by Homeland Security. There were no recording devices whatsoever in Meps. You can have your cell phone on you. Once we reported in, checked in our bags, all cell phones were gone. We reported into a classroom setting where we did our medical exam forms. It went over tattoos, branding, piercings, etc. Any injuries or allergens that you have to anything, you had to go ahead and report that in. I can't stress enough to be completely honest, regardless of if your recruiter, friends, or family tell you otherwise. After that, we did breathalyzers. First time that I've done one. Everybody in our group, of course, passed it. After the breathalyzer, we went ahead and did our urinalysis. You had to pee in a cup. Did our urine, and then we did our blood test. They drew blood, very easy, quick process. It checks for STDs, diseases, and to make sure that you don't have any drugs within your system. After the urinalysis and the blood drawing, we went ahead and did our vision test. You go ahead and you run in there, you look through a machine similar to what you may have done in grade school. Checks to see if you needed contacts or glasses, nearsighted, farsighted, colorblind, etc. After that, I moved on to our hearing test. You put on soundproof headphones. You have a little clicker. You click it when you hear any noise whatsoever within the headphones. Next part may be the toughest part of the day for most recruits. It was the physical exam with a physician picked by the military. It was very personal. It was personally my hardest part. Long story short, you meet with the doctor. You get in the room. You strip down, underwear and all. You're butt-ass naked. They go ahead and I had a female doctor, so of course I had to have a male chaperone as well. The exam will be done by someone of opposite sex, but if you're a male or a female, then the opposite will be doing your exam. For the males, it was pretty standard physical. For females, they said that there would be a pregnancy test and a few additional tests. But for me, we went in, got butt naked. She examined my chest, my neck, my hearing, my face, my mouth, my back, my legs. Checked out my genitals, your penis, and then the hard part was you have to bend over and spread them. They take a really close look into your rectum. After that, you get redressed, and then you report back in for lunch. After lunch, I went ahead and did my height and weight test with another doctor. You just get on the scale, they weigh you, see your height. You strip down to your underwear, no socks. You're in a pretty big room. There's about 5 other guys. We performed pretty simple, basic maneuvers, stretches, things like that. This is where you're going to perform the duck walk that you'll hear a lot about. If you don't know what the duck walk is, go ahead and check out any other video on YouTube that will cover that. The physician told us in basic training that we will be doing the duck walk with live ammunition being expended over our helmets. It's pretty much getting in a squatting position and moving heel to toe across the room, about facing and coming back and doing the same actions. After the height and weight test and the duck walk, we went ahead and did more fingerprinting. Everything is done by biometrics. It's going to be a lot of fingerprint signatures. You'll be fingerprinted at least 20 times throughout that day. You go ahead and get your fingerprints taken yet again, and then I did the TAPAS test. I'm not sure what the acronym stands for, but long story short, it's just another personality test. Be as honest as possible and pick the less of 2 devils. Second to last, you will meet with your liaison for your branch. I went in for the Kansas National Guard within the Army. I met with those guys there. We went ahead and went over my contract, went over my MOS. Your MOS will be your military occupational specialty, aka your job. I got in and I am a 25U. 25 uniform is the Signal System Support Specialist. 25U is within intelligence field. After we did that, we signed my contract via fingerprint and signatures. Last but not least, after that was the red phase. We went in, swore in. After you swear in, which I have the ceremony documented, you'll swear in, see your friends and your family, and then you finally get to go home. We started around 6 in the morning after eating breakfast around 5. We got there at 6. And I was done about 1:30, 2 o'clock. The latest I heard is sometimes that recruits are there until 4. We were more fortunate. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully this video is a little bit more informative and some help to you. Good luck on your career choice.